In this video, I am going to explain to you if you have an SEO backlink problem, and specifically if your ranking has dropped in the year of 2012, chances are you do have the problem that I'm going to describe today. And recently, Google released a tool called Disavow your links, and this basically gives you the ability to clean up your mess very fast with a few clicks of a button, and this used to take weeks if not months to fix before. So first, the Disavow tool should be used with caution, and I'm going to show you the specific links which are like a no-brainer where they should be removed, and whatever I show you as a that may be a problem, use caution about removing those specific links, but I'll show you specifically what you should definitely remove. So the first thing that you should understand is that in order for you to rank well, you should really research what your competitors are doing, and specifically, on the website itself, which is the on-site SEO, and the off-site SEO, which is the backlinks. Now, in this video, I'm talking specifically about backlinks, which I think both factors are important, but backlinks takes time to build. Content, you can write it same day, post it, and you're done. But without the backlinks, you're never going to rank your content. So first, I wanted to show you this. If we go and type in any kind of keyword, and we pull up any website that's on the first page, and you can do the same thing with your competitors. And the tool that I'm using here is called Ahrefs. This is one of the many tools that I use to do the research, and I recommend that you can consider using this particular tool. So if we go to the Site Explorer, what I'm going to be looking at is how many backlinks this specific individual has, and what the anchor text is. So if you're not familiar with what an anchor text is the words that point your link to your website. So the word click here would be an anchor text, and the actual URL would be the link. So Ahrefs shows me all the pages with all the anchor text, and it basically kind of gives me an idea of what what this website has. Now, here's what your website should have, and in this case, well, let me start from the beginning. So what you should have is what Google wants to see as natural backlink building, where people naturally link to you. And people usually don't link to you, like at least not everyone links to you with a specific keyword that you want to rank for. So they typically link to you with your website. So www.domain name, HTTP domain name, the company name, maybe your title of your website, full URL, just different variations of names. Now, when you have something like this, where you have forward parts, I can assure you that if this many people link to you using all these different variations, if we take them all combined, and all of a sudden you have so many people linking to you forward parts, that's ranking manipulation. So you've tried to manipulate the search engine. And before it used to work, now it doesn't. In fact, with what you're looking here with JC Whitney, I mean, this is a very popular company. You can see that they have thousands of backlinks, referring domains, but typically if you weren't as popular and you had your anchor text like this all the way on top, then you are probably going to drop in ranking. And I think that they probably did drop in ranking. I would be surprised if they didn't. Let's take a look. Under keyword analysis, they actually show me a chart of if the ranking increased over time or dropped over time, so we can take a look at it together right now. Okay, so I'm looking at the past month, and you can see that some of it was dropped. So you see the negative amounts. Negative amount means dollar-wise how much traffic they lost, and how much they gain. So they probably gain more than they lost. But again, this is a very exceptional scenario. Now, if you are JC Whitney, what I would definitely do is I would remove every single link pointing to the word Ford Parts. I would literally take all these 950 referring domain names and I would completely wipe them all out, or better yet, if you have control of them, change this from Ford Parts to www.jcwhitney.com or something like that. And I'm almost positive if I type in, and we can just verify, if I type in Ford Parts, JC Whitney, okay, they're coming up on the bottom here, but in typical scenario, like, you're not going to have this many links, and what you want to avoid is having any specific word exceed the amount of links that point to you naturally using either direct domain name or company name. No text means it's like an image or a no follow link, so you need those as well. And again, if we go back here and just type in, we take any other website. I'm looking for a direct domain website where we just have a straight domain. Let's do football accessories. Let's see football. Well, let's take this website here, for example. Okay, so take a look at this. I typed in their domain, and they have a no text, which is great. No text is good. They have their company name, the word website, URL, company name, website, company name. So you can see this, right? This is perfect. Your variation, you see what used to be the case is you want to have your keywords match your competitor one-to-one. Now you want to really do a great job having direct links to your domain name, and the actual keywords that you rank for, you only need like very few links pointing to certain keywords. So like, golf gear, right? He has 28 links out of thousands, and I can almost assure you if I type in golf gear, he'll probably come up somewhere. Let's see, golf gear. Let's see, what was his exact link? It was Callaway golf gear. Callaway golf gear. Right, so I type in Callaway golf gear, and he comes up number 4. And if you noticed, when I typed in just golf gear, he didn't come up. And again, this all has to do with the fact that he does do backlinks for specific keywords he wants to rank for, but he doesn't do more of them than how many links naturally point to him. So what Google is basically looking for is, are you trying to manipulate the results? Are you trying to forcefully link to yourself with certain keywords more times than real people are linking to your website? And you want to get rid of all that, because what you want to have is you want to have your main websites, like the keywords that has to do with your actual website name or URL or no text, to always be in the top 5, top 10, and all your regular keywords that you want to rank for should be below the top 10. Now, what I did was I typed in, my ranking dropped, just to see, people complaining about it, and I ended up in one of these groups, and on the bottom here, this guy says, "Hey, my website dropped. This is May 8th. 2 weeks before my website keyword is the first page in Google. Last week it's the second page," and I'm sure he just went down from there. And what we can see is if we can type his website name, right, and go to anchor text, take a look what he has. He has keyword that he wants to rank for, his website name, then keyword he wants to rank for, more keywords he wants to rank for, and then his direct link, then his no text link, and so on. So if you're if you take your website and put it through Ahrefs and it looks something like this, then you have some problems. And now, I'm not saying that all of these links are bad. Perhaps these might even be relevant to your industry. But because of this specific anchor text, if you have no ability to change it to point to your direct domain, then you should completely remove them if your ranking actually dropped. The other option, right, if the links are relevant, what I would personally do is I wouldn't remove them because it doesn't make any sense because those are, are actually pretty good links. What I would do is I would actually do more links to boost my URL and company name to be higher than the links pointing to me with a direct keyword. And then if we go to keyword analysis and put him through, and we can see kind of the chart of did his ranking go up or down, and you can see that day by day it goes down and down and down, and eventually it'll hit 0 unless he fixes this problem. And if you've been experiencing something like this, that's probably your situation, that because of your anchor tags, the way you have it structured, you're just going to hit 0 eventually after all the Google algorithms are updated and done with. So just another quick one. I just typed it in, and this guy's complaining. This is May 30th. SMS Troop. He's complaining that in 6 months he was at 1,200 daily traffic. Then he fell to 500. And again, if we, I haven't checked this, so we're looking at this together the first time. SMS Troop. Let's do anchor text. And okay, so very similar situation, except his website is not as popular, but very similar situation. Some weird keyword, source, whatever. We can leave that. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is possibly his website. Then he has a bunch of titles. Now, his situation might not be as bad, but you see, he has a direct URL here, and it's linking once, and then I think his problem is that he just does not have enough backlinks. So your situation might actually be very similar to this, where you're not doing anything wrong, but the reason you're not ranking or you drop because you just don't have enough backlinks specifically pointing to your website, which is why your keywords are not ranking anymore. And if you're in the same situation as this guy, it's actually not too hard to fix because you just need to do more backlinks. So so you can see that he is gaining keywords, not very competitive keywords, but he is gaining a few. Overall, he lost keywords over time. And again, I just think he just has an overall SEO problem that he needs to do more, more backlinks. Let's do my ranking drop. Let me do within the past month. And let's see if anybody's posting their website. My site dropped with spam links by competitors. I doubt that was spam links by competitors. I'm pretty sure it was him doing his own backlinks. Alright, let's see. Okay, yeah, it wasn't. I doubt it was spam links by competitors. I'm pretty sure it was him who caused the ranking to drop. So, same situation. Website name, perfect. Anchor text, which is linking to you at almost the same amount of times as your URL, not perfect. This is manipulated. 16% of the keywords pointing to him is for mobile phone deals. He definitely did this himself. So he did this, he did this, he did this, he did this. All these he did. I highly doubt his competitor was trying to rank him for these keywords. Then he has a no text link, which should have been in the top 5. Then he has direct links, which people actually point to him for real. This is what Google is looking for. How many real people are pointing to your website? And they're going by this number, which is in the the bottom 20. and then all these other keywords are in the top 10. So this is why he dropped, not because his competitor did negative SEO on him. And if he knew this, what I'm showing you today, he would know this and he would try to fix it. Honestly, he has so much stuff here that I'd probably just start over with a new website because this is just a huge mess. So anyway, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Bottom line is your top 5, top 10 referring domain names that point to you should point to you with not specific keywords that you want to rank for. It just point to you for your company name, your URL, things like click here, visit here, things that people would naturally link to you with should be in your top 10 anchor text. Everything else should be in the bottom 10. And keep in mind that it's no longer a numbers game. You don't no longer need to have a bunch of keyword-specific words and have more of them than your competitor. What you do need to have more than your competitor is how many people actually link to you for your main domain name, right? So in other words, you can have one person, a really good source linking to you with the keyword you wish to rank for, and then have like 5,000 people link to you for your URL, and you're going to rank for that keyword even though one person only linked to you. But the responsibility was the 5,000 other people linking to your direct URL. Now, if you're competing with someone and they have the same situation, except they have 10,000 people linking to them for their URL, and they have 2 people linking to them for that specific keyword, that's when they would beat you in the rankings. But it's very unlikely because this is very new. This new algorithm just went into effect in March 2012, and not everybody is catching on to it, and those that are most likely were doing it right from the beginning. That's why they're seeing the ranking they are. And some people who haven't done any SEO all of a sudden boosted up. Some people that did minor SEO boosted up, like from 6 years ago. Bottom line is, if you've paid for SEO, you have to do this analysis to check if you have whoever you hired did a bad job. And again, it's not a bad job. I mean, it used to work for the past 10 years, so that's how it used to be done. And chances are, if your website is not very popular, if your brand is not popular, so people are not talking about it as much, and you actually hired someone to do your SEO for linking you to specific keywords, chances are those keywords are in your top 10 and your actual website URL is in the bottom 10. Now, let's switch subjects real quick. We were still talking about the Disavow feature, right? So Google released the Disavow feature. If we go on my blog, igorsashkin.com, I have, where is it? I made a post about, here it is, and I'm going to make a quick link for this post so you can visit it. So if you go to this website, bit.ly/Google Disavow, you will end up on this blog post. And here I show you, an overview on Disavow, how to disavow a link, Google Webmaster tools, where you actually do the disavowing. There's proof that it works, and there's a frequently asked questions. So you can visit this URL here to get all the basic information that's available publicly online. But what I wanted to talk about real quick is the actual strategy for disavowing the links. So the question becomes, do you disavow? So let's say this is the client. Let's say this is you. What do you do with these links? So you have a few options. If the websites that are linking to you are irrelevant to your niche, meaning like, let's say you're selling auto parts and you have someone linking to you for health products, obviously that's not very relevant. Those you want to disavow and remove altogether, because I highly doubt they're benefiting you. Even though people might say they are, I really doubt it. And if you're going to actively build backlinks, you might as well go and build relevant backlinks that are in the vertical of automotive. Now, if all of these are good, and in this guy's case, they're not too bad because these are all like press releases. So they're news and, press release and, idea mark, whatever. So it's not horrible for his niche. So he can do two options. Option one is I'd probably remove those that are like somewhat not really relevant. For example, free press releases. Yeah, that's not. I mean, that's okay, but the problem is he has 140 pages linking to him, and I just want to get rid of that. So we can lower. Basically, the idea here is to lower this down in the results, and instead of removing everything, we just remove the ones that are really hitting it hard. So I'd probably remove like just these top 10, and have this thing drop down. But the last thing you want to do is start removing relevant links, because that just doesn't make any sense. Even though the keywords are ruining your rankings, they're still relevant links. So two options: either change the link by contacting that website, or if you own it, you can change the link to point to your URL, or do more backlinks to boost your these results back, right? So eventually you're going to boost these results back, and these results here will end up ranking you back where you were before. The problem is if you disavow all these links, yes, these will go right up, but then you have to start from the beginning to do all these links. And since you have to work anyway, you might as well boost these links, because then you actually save the SEO work you've done before. So to conclude this video, you want to disavow whatever you have in your top 5 that is not linking to your company name or URL, and it is not relevant to your niche. You want to disavow that. How do you disavow it? On my blog posts, all the information is here. There's a tool there. You can go in. It's like you make a simple text file, upload it to Google, and you're done, and they're going to disavow it within a month. And you'll be able to see the results after the month. And finally, the last thing I wanted to say is, in your Google Webmaster tools, if you go to Google Webmaster Tools and I believe Traffic, and then you click on links to your site, they actually show you which links are pointing to you, and that's also a good resource to actually see which links Google knows about, and then go and identify, are they linking to you because of the URL or because of the anchor text, which is why Google would not like it. So I hope this video helped. And if you need more help, if you want me to consult with you, or we can put a game plan together for your SEO game plan, you can just go to the browser and type in bit.ly SEO game plan, and that'll take you to my SEO pitch deck, where I propose you the SEO consulting service that I offer. If you need me to look over your website, I can do that free of charge. You can just go to the bit.ly /SEO game plan, and on the very, very bottom there's a form called sign up, and you can click on that, fill out your information, and I can just make a note in the description that I'd like a free consultation to review my site, and I can take a look at it. And if I think that you're in a good position, I can just kind of give you a few hints, and you can just go handle it yourself. If you're not in a very good position, I can just tell you what needs to be done, and if we can help, I'll tell you exactly what we can help with. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video will put you back into the SEO positions that you used to enjoy.